today on EA Sports. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when they showed up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Herbert now. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans go. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now it's Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown, Bills! Alvin Kamara with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bills are back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The Texans come into this one looking for a 12th win on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now this throw caught left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Herbert on first down now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first down, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Herbert operating from the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Herbert. Caught on a slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an AFC Championship game rematch from a few years back. New England, this time at Jacksonville. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Former number 2 pick Zach Wilson with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
They start the drive with White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To the air again, Herbert. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Caught outright by Renfro. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. White running to the left, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. They stay on the ground with White, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. On first and 10, it's Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll run with Hall.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Breece Hall, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let it go again.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the